we record all the time in our profile build, and the profile build has pretty much the exact same performance as the final build, the one we ship to players. So that way we're recording all the time the different tasks. We will not record. We'll avoid, let's say, putting a profiling point in code. It's one line of code to declare the point. We'll avoid putting a profiling point for something that is taking, let's say, something as low as 1 microsecond to run. You want something bigger than that. So then we can we'll record all the time. For example, let's say the last 5 frames, but it might not even be frames. It might be just we allocate, let's say, 50 megs for recording, and it always records. And that way, when there's a frame rate drop, we're sure to be able to dump all of this, and then we can see exactly what happened, what actually took time. So most of our profiling is done with that. Of course, we'll use tools like vTunes and stuff like that to make profiling with the granularity that is much smaller, but the reality is that most of profiling is done with something a bit more macro, where you can see what took time. And if at some point you see something that is taking a lot of time and you don't have enough detail, then we'll just add then a profiling point in the code, and that's it. So this is what we tend to use most of the time because it's light enough to be deployed on the entire production floor.
So testers playing the game drops to 30 frames per second. It's going to automatically then make a dump of the profiling data that it currently has in memory, so you can go back and look at it.
Exactly. So the idea is that we had what we call unified telemetry across the production floor. Well, I say production floor, but I'm including multiple countries inside Ubisoft. So the idea is that if we have a drop of frame rate, we don't want to need to reproduce anything. For everything related to performance, the dump should be enough to have all the information you need to fix the issue right away and not having to reproduce it.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on the difference between micro benchmarking or whole program analysis that we're talking about with the profiling tools?
Well, in my case, to be honest, I do a much more whole program analysis. When we shipped Rainbow Six Siege, I made a lot of optimization that were each of them like 2-3% gain. Some of them were compilation flags or lead time optimization, this kind of things. The optimization of the arrays, making some